Guys, welcome back again to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for coming. Please consider subscribing, and if you're an old subscriber, I see you. Thanks for coming back. So in today's video, my sister and I will be telling you guys a couple of things on how to relocate to the UK. So I've been getting requests on how to migrate to the UK from Nigeria, most specifically. And here I have my sister who is a doctor. She just recently migrated and she'll be sharing her story as well as one or two important lessons or one or two important points on how to migrate to the UK without any hitch. As a doctor, because she's a doctor, so she'll give her own view. So, by the way, I and my sister have a video together. The link will just be up here so you can watch for those that missed it. So let's get right into the video.
Hello guys, my name is Uyi. I'm back again on this channel and we'll be talking about a few things regarding doctors moving to the UK to work. So I moved to the UK last year, April. Before that, I must let you know that I am not an immigration consultant. I'm not a travel agent. I don't work with agencies to bring people to the UK. I'm just going to tell you about my own experience personally. There are a few routes you can come to the UK through as a doctor. The commonest, especially amongst Nigerians, is the PLAB route, okay? So you take the IELTS or the OET, English language exam, and then after that, you take PLAB 1 and PLAB 2. I took IELTS in 2019, November, and then I took my PLAB 1 in the March of 2020, just before COVID hit properly. And then I struggled to get a date for PLAB 2 for over a year. And then in 2021, dates opened up and I was lucky to find a date for September of the same year.
I'm sorry to cut you. You said you struggled to find a date for your PLAB, right?
Yeah.
Was that due to COVID or that's how you
Yeah. No, it's not usually that way. You know, it was before COVID, it was very easy to get dates for PLAB 2.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was pretty often. But after COVID, they had like a backlog of people that could not take the exam or had their exams cancelled, you know. So because of that, it was very difficult getting dates, and I think it's still that way up till now. I'm not really sure. So
so you need to research on that.
Yeah.
The dates thing.
Yeah, it was.
Book your,
it was pretty difficult. So in 2021, I took my PLAB 2 exam in September in Manchester. So I had to come over here. Oh my God. I used the few academies as well that help with preparing for PLAB, okay? For preparation, I used a couple of study materials. There's some academies out there that you can register with if you like. But one thing I will tell you about PLAB 2 is practice. Just practice with your friends, with your colleagues, with other people taking the exam. Just be yourself, natural, just the way you would speak to every patient that comes into your consulting room. Just be as natural as possible. There are so many stations now. I can't even tell you how many. But just keep practicing. That's the key to passing PLAB 2. For PLAB 1, I used a particular material, an app. I think it's PLABable.
Is it free?
No, you have to pay. I'm not sure I remember how much I paid. To be honest, like the financial implication of my exam, or my exams rather, a bit fuzzy now. I can't really remember so much. I'll have to probably put a figure together and then leave it in the description.
Yeah, if I can get
and
that,
then you can get that.
I'll put the details in the description.
Yeah, it wasn't so cheap because I used Naira to pay for pounds. I converted Naira to pounds, but it was fine. We had to do it because I wanted to leave Nigeria.
Fair enough. So, okay, you said you don't really remember.
For the month, yeah, I don't remember the how much I spent, to be honest. I'm going to have to sit down and think about it and give a rough estimate about how much I spent.
Okay, fair enough. At least you're here. So, how has it been since? I think after the PLAB, I remember you waited.
Yeah. So after PLAB, I went back. I was here for a bit. I was in the UK for about 6 weeks.
Wow.
I think about 6 weeks. Yes. I took like a month to prepare when I came back. I was practicing with my flatmates because I had to get an accommodation somewhere in Manchester, just around other people that were taking the exam, which really helped. Like I said, practice is very important. After the exam, I took some time to just go around, see my friends, and then I was waiting for the results to be out. Thankfully, I passed all of my exams from IELTS to PLAB 1, PLAB 2 in one sitting. I did not have to retake any, but some people have been unlucky and they've had to retake it. It's really very frustrating because the way people, especially for PLAB 2, is very financially draining. You spend so much and then you come here and have to come back again for the exam. Before COVID, people could stay and get a date and then take it on the same 6 months visiting visa, so they didn't have to wait for so long. But because of COVID now, they have to, sometimes they don't get a date immediately and they have to go back to Nigeria and come back. It's very expensive, to be honest.
So you waited till you got your result before you went back?
No, I couldn't wait because I was working back home before I came for the exam. So after the PLAB exam, PLAB 2, I went back to Nigeria and waited for my results to be out in about, I think it came out about 6 weeks after, if I'm not making a mistake. Yeah, it took a bit of time before the result came out. I remember when I got my result, I was at work, and then people had been saying, oh, the PLAB results were out, and people were already getting it. I was on the WhatsApp group back then. I was at work. It was in the morning, and I was trying to open the GMC website. For those people who know, it's the General Medical Council website, and it kept on refreshing because a lot of people were trying to access the site. And then eventually, I checked. I passed beyond my expectation. Oh my gosh, it was like one of the happiest days of my life. Yeah. And then after that, I had to get registered with get a license, with GMC. I sent a few documents, I paid, and then I got the license to practice in the UK.
So after you got the license, what next? You started applying for jobs?
Yeah, and then after I got the license, I started applying for jobs. That was another hassle on its own. I sent so many applications out. I can't remember how many, but thankfully I got back a few responses. I did just maybe 2 interviews, and then I picked one. I accepted one of the offers, and that's where I work currently. So yeah, that's it. And most people come here. Some people come to the UK even after taking PLAB. They come here to practice for specialty training directly. I'm working in a non-training position now as an A&E registrar, but some people come here as GP trainees. So they have to take the MSRA exam back in Nigeria, and then they come here and start training as GPs. Wow. And there are other routes, like I said, but the commonest is PLAB for Nigerians. You can come with the MRChem route for emergency medicine. I have a few colleagues that have come with that route too. There are many things. Just ask questions, and
So what's the difference between MRK, right?
MRChem.
What's the difference between MRChem and PLAB?
Okay, so PLAB is just a general route for people that want to come into non-training roles. Okay. For instance, you just want to come and work as a doctor. Okay. It could be in any department, A&E, internal medicine, OBGYN, pediatrics, any non-training route, just to get a license to work in the UK. MRChem is for people that want to do emergency medicine. Okay, so to become a member of the Royal College of Emergency Medicine, you take their exam, and then when you come in here, most times they work in A&E, and then eventually maybe go to training if they want to continue that route. But it's for mostly people that want to work in the A&E, emergency medicine. And then MSRA is like a multi-assessment test for people that want to get into other training, psychiatry, GP, and the likes of it, even emergency medicine too.
So it just boils down to the individual, whichever one.
Yeah, they're different. These are just different exams for different things, pretty much.
Okay, so let's go back a bit to PLAB, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we started. What are the requirements to take PLAB?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for PLAB 1, most times it's advisable for people who have a medical degree, and then you finished your housemanship, okay? And if you're in Nigeria, your NYSC as well, then you apply for PLAB. But I think some people just finish their housemanship and they're able to take the exam as well. But one thing you must know is you must take the IELTS or OET as people do these days, because some people say it's easier to pass OET than IELTS. I don't know. I took just IELTS and that was it. That's a requirement. You need the English language exam to register for PLAB 1.
So you need the what's it called? The general or the academic?
It's the academic for IELTS. It's the academic one, not general. Yeah. And then obviously a prerequisite for PLAB 2 is PLAB 1. You have to pass PLAB 1. Yeah. And that's it.
So can you tell us, do you have any idea of nurses? Because we have a couple of nurses too that want to come into the UK but they are not sure, or you just know strictly for doctors because that's your specialty?
To be very honest, I don't know much about nurses, but I've heard a few things. For nurses, it seems to be easier for them actually. I think they take the IELTS as well, or OET, and then they come into the UK for, is it OSCE? I don't remember. Again, I can find out and put the details in the description. Yeah, in the link. In the description box. To be honest, I don't know much about nurses, or I don't remember much about it.
Okay. Like you said, maybe you should give them the schema again.
Yes, like I said, this is just my personal experience. Yeah. So there are people that maybe can give you like professional advice, but I'm just telling you what I did. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not an immigration consultant or an exam consultant or PLAB 2 expert. This is just my own little way, just so you know. But if you have any questions, if you have any specific questions, just leave it in the comment box and I will respond to them because I'm on her channel as well. So I'll just respond to your questions if you have any particular questions you want to know.
Or you can send me a DM.
Yeah, you can send her a DM too.
Yeah, send me a DM.
Yeah, and I can respond to that. Yeah.
Or you can also ask her, can you send a DM?
Yeah, you can leave my.
Okay, I'll put her Instagram handles as well on the screen. So if whatever question you have, you can just direct it.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah. In conclusion, I must say that it's been pretty worth it since I've moved here. I moved from Nigeria, and practicing as a doctor there was not really easy, to be honest. Yes, in Nigeria, it wasn't easy. But after I've moved here, I'm not saying that this place is a land of honey and milk. I'm not saying that everything is perfect here. Personally, again, I'm speaking for myself. I think it's been rewarding. It was worth the stress and everything, and I'm happy to be here. I'm working in a place that has very supportive people, and honestly, it's been really amazing being here. I'm glad to be here. So if you're interested in living in Nigeria and you have the money to pay for the exams, why not?
So thank you so much for your time on
the
channel. Before I round up, I would like to just put it out there for not just nurses, doctors, anybody that wants to relocate. I think teachers now, there's also a route for teachers. But I heard a story like everybody is desperate to relocate and all that. They're greener pastures. But you need to do your maths well. You need to do your calculation. I heard of a woman that relocated. She's a nurse, I think. Yeah, nurse with her 2 children from Nigeria. When she was given the offer, because of the conversion and the whole pounds thing, she was like, wow, this is a lot of money, and blah, blah. She took the offer, not knowing that they were going to use, like they were using her. The money was rubbish. When she got to the UK, it's been tough. It's been tough, and people have been telling her, okay, leave the job and all that, but she just came, and I think they offer sponsorship. Yeah, so she was giving sponsorship, and it's not easy. Like, it's been tough. So do your maths and don't just jump at any offer just like that, because for her case now, she's going to be tied to the company for 5 years because they offered her sponsorship, except she's lucky and another company comes, offers her a better offer and sponsorship as well. So think about it while like trying to relocate and all that. Like I said, for teachers, doctors, nurses, in fact, even care, any company at all, any field at all that wants to bring you over to the UK, do your maths well. Either be tied to them for 3 years or 5 years. Don't just do the conversion and be like, oh, big money, you just jump at it. come here and be stranded, all things like that. So with this, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and drop your comments in the comment section. Ask questions, and we'll be happy to reply you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and see you in my next video.
Bye.